Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Who is excited? Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm super excited. How are we all doing? Thank you for all the follows. Oh my goodness. You guys are great. Hello, how are we? How are we doing? Happy Saturday. We're not normally here on a Saturday, but
Hello there.
we have a very special stream today. Hello, the Pride Paint. I couldn't not. And thank you for all the gifted subs. I will also apologize. I am still a bit sick, but we're fine. I'm good. I feel great. Just my voice is otherwise. But welcome to our Focus on the Heart preview stream. For those who have little artist badges in the chat, those are people that we'll be talking to today. I didn't realise I had a limited amount. So there are other people in here who have worked on the game, but I couldn't give them a badge. Didn't realise that. But yeah, if you did work on this game, feel free to shout about it, because I want to send all my love to you and scream at how great your work is, because I saw a little preview yesterday when I tested it, see if it was working. It's good. It's good already. But yeah, I hope we're all doing well. How are we? Hope you've had a good week, if I didn't see you yesterday. Hello, hello. Hands up who's involved. Yeah, let's get a roll call. Okay. We are using a new Twitch thing to talk to the rest of the team. It's first time using it, so fingers crossed it works. Fingers crossed it works. But
Hello there.
yeah. Thank you for the follow, Honest. Hello. Voodoo Lone. Hello, hello. Remember, you have a Twitch account? Hello. Flower Crown. Yeah, I've got to take it off. I put it on to do my face paint, but I've got to take it off. But it goes with the face paint and the vibes for today.
Hello there.
We've got Mel, Forbes. Who else have I seen? Meg. I think I've seen. You've worked on it as well. Maya, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Hey Jask, hello. Sorry, I'm just checking. I'm checking stuff is working. Only contributed a tiny bit. That still counts. That still counts. Go away, Shannon. Go away, Shannon. Cedric, thank you for the gifted sub to Nerd. Okay, right. Yeah, today we are checking out. The team will give you probably a little bit of a better rundown than me. But Focus on the Heart is a fan project. And it's kind of a choose-your-own-adventure style game. With options for Aloy to romance. So there's definitely something for everyone in this game. But yeah, these guys are the team, or some of the team, behind Focus on the Heart. It is a fan project, but I will let you guys say a little bit more about it. Whoever wants to go first.
Oh, I guess I will. This was my idea. Yeah, so Focus on the Heart is a fan-made Horizon visual novel that we started last May, almost to the day a year ago. And it started as I sent Dee Dee a DM and was talking about, hey, what about like a Horizon dating sim? Because I had made some tweets that were kind of joking about it. But then like I DM'd her and was like, but what if we actually did this? And I said, I don't know. And we were talking, I was like, oh, I don't know if the rest of the fandom, creators will be into this. And it turns out they were. So it kind of all went from there.
I'm a classic enabler.
Yes, you are. You, that's all you do. No.
And we love you for that.
So yeah, we kind of started putting calls out on social media for people who would be interested in participating, and we got a lot of interest to the point where we filled up really quickly and had to turn people away. And there are like over 30 members of this team. I think like almost 50 people who have contributed with like even the CG illustrations. So it is a huge project, and like so many people in the fandom have had a part in this, and it has really been a community effort. And it's been really special to be a part of.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks it, like, just from seeing the bits that you've posted, because for people who don't know, there is a exclamation mark focused on the heart if you want to check out their socials, but just from what they've posted on there, it looks pretty great, and I can't wait to jump in today and see a little bit of it.
We're really excited. We've been so excited for this, yeah.
Yeah, there's a command. So there's all the links to their Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram if you want to check them out. Sorry, Jess.
We do have
and
a
like
website
I said,
too.
Okay.
Yes, we do. I said though, like we couldn't have done like everybody who had a part of this, we couldn't have done it without anybody. The scope, especially, you know, like the fact that we have so many routes, we have so much content. You know, each route I'd say is about like it's huge. They're huge, and I'd say they're about like for one playthrough, like an hour and a half of gameplay per. And if you want to get like all the endings, it's going to be far more than that. So it is a beefy game.
Wow. Yeah, seen a lot of love in the chat already, and you guys haven't even seen the start menu yet, and the music.
Yeah, right? Oh, the music, Mel. Just kudos to Mel. They have done such a fantastic job on the soundtrack. Like, some pieces get me so emotional, I'll start tearing up, and it's just like, oh, it is just such... It's amazing. You'll have to hear it for yourself.
Yeah, like...
It was a very good learning experience, too.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, you've done incredibly. Like, this really couldn't have happened without you. And your expertise, like...
Yeah, same back at all of you, honestly. Like, we ended up with just such a great group of people who, like, really dedicated themselves to making this as professional and polished as possible.
The dedication has just been something else, you know, like, and I don't want to be too self-serving, but I do feel like this is, like, one of the greatest fandom projects ever. Like, just the scope of it and the community involvement and the effort that's been put forth.
Yeah, no, I'd agree.
It's such a privilege to be a part of.
Yeah, it's definitely like the biggest fan project I've seen across any sort of game, so yeah, just a big congratulations. I know it's not out yet, but big congratulations to you all for even getting to this point. I can't imagine how you're all feeling.
Weird, because it has been a solid year of our lives dedicated to this, you know, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm done. I'm just probably gonna just like have like no direction, be like, wow, like what do I do now? Because like I've just poured so much, and I know, like I'm speaking for myself, but I'm sure other people feel the same about how much we've all poured into this.
You can just get a whole lot of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is the priority. Lots of sleep.
Sleep and hikes.
Yes.
You're nervous,
when
Nerd?
we actually started.
Oh, Nerd! I have to shout out. I do have to shout out Nerd real quick.
Yes.
She's been the best art lead. Her guidance and the way all of the tutorials she's put together, all the help she's provided, you know, the direction. I couldn't imagine anybody else stepping into this role.
Yeah, Nerd was
Backbone of
supposed to
our
join
art.
us today, wasn't she? But she had other commitments. Yay for Nerd. Yeah, no, lots and love and hype in the chat for you guys. I think I can already tell you've created something awesome for, you know, not just for yourselves, but for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, we wanted there to be something for everyone. That was really important to us. You know, we wanted to have as broad of a scope as we could, so that, you know, even if you just want to play one route, because that's like, you know, your OTP, your big ship, you know, like, you know, we wanted to make sure you had the best experience possible, or for people who are completionists like me, who will need to get every last little bit, like.
Yeah.
And yeah, like when we started, Jess, I think our timeline notes, we were thinking like, oh, well, this will be done by December. It'll be like, you know, a good 6-month project. And now,
Yeah, no.
The wonders of underestimating how long it's going to take to complete a project for real. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
right. It's
so
like, I want to add
hyper.
this feature.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm
It's
I'm
okay, we've
keeping an
got
eye on
there.
the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. So just so I can pop in here. Do you mind if I just pop in and
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
talk
go
with
ahead.
Q&A a little bit? Okay. So like after Kirsty close the prologue, we're gonna do a Q&A. So if you have any questions that pop up like during Kirsty's gameplay, please like tag me or Core in the chat, so that we can like we'll do a Q&A after, but just so that we see it, if that's okay. If that works for everybody.
Yeah, we all good with that? December release
I was gonna say
disappeared pretty quick.
Oh, it did. And I'm actually glad, though, because we've been able to fit things into the game that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. And I'm
Yes.
glad it took this long. Like, there was some special stuff we got to add because of the extended release date. And it was for the
Yes.
best. It really was.
Yeah.
For, mental health purposes and just, like, from, a pure content perspective. But I'm glad it worked out like this.
Yeah, so
I think like in total the game is like, if you do all of them, like it's like 20 hours of gameplay or something.
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
nice.
Oh, yeah, easily if you're looking for all the endings and stuff. And I will hint at there are multiple kinds of unlockables. So if you're like a collector of cool collectibles and stuff,
God, I'm so excited for people to discover those. It's so cool. It's so cool. Though. I cannot understate, like, the feeling in my heart seeing all of this stuff is unbelievable.
Are we gonna lose our
When are we
minds?
gonna
Really
release
like
our
it.
first round of NFTs?
Oh no!
I kind of do want to do some YouTube videos that are just like music on loop with the backgrounds, though. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Yes,
Yes.
that would be fun.
Yes.
If we can figure out how to loop them for like 10 hours of like Tanakh vibes.
Yes, exactly.
We need that. We need that.
Chill mountain vibes to study to.
Yeah.
10
I'll have to do
hours
some
to knuckle
some
fight.
lo-fi
Yeah,
arrangements of the soundtrack.
It's funny that you mentioned lo-fi. I'm not going to say anything, but there's a track in the game. You'll come across it, hopefully.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Is it May 24th yet? Need to find it.
Not yet. I actually still have a couple of assets to complete, so not yet. We can.
Please, we need to still finish QA.
Yeah, we're still deep in QA, so.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, everyone's eyeballing the lo-fi hint.
It's really fun. It's fun. There's also another special track that I really love that...
You guys know how I feel about music in games. Will this destroy me?
Yes.
Oh,
It destroyed me. There are certain tracks that I kind of I'm very attached to emotionally.
Oh,
and
no.
I said Mel has hit it out of the park.
Amazingly. I
hope everyone
get songs
finds-
stuck in my head.
Yes.
I hope everyone finds the super special hidden song.
Yes, there is a super special hit. I hope, yeah.
This is too much to take. I can't take all this at
I'm
once.
I'm sorry, I feel so bad for teasing everybody.
Not fair, not fair.
Soon.
Yeah, like I mentioned, it is out May 24th, isn't it? Which is a Friday.
Yes.
So we'll know what you'll be doing that weekend. Julie's looking forward to this as well. She is. That's probably the most
we've seen
exciting
that.
for you, yeah. Wild. I'll cry. I
don't
will
know how I'm
probably
gonna handle
cry.
it if like actual Horizon people end up playing. Like people like
very
Gorilla,
likely.
like Julie.
Oh, I'm sure that they will. They just NDAs.
They won't be able to say anything
Mm,
about
yeah.
it.
But
Except
they'll
maybe like a post or something.
freaking out in their like gorilla Slack.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in that chat. God.
Oh, I know. Nerd, I agree. Can't count the amount of times Mel's music made me sob. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Jess, your mic is muted for some reason. I don't know if you were trying to talk. Add incoming. Uh-oh. Snooze it.
No,
I don't know what happened there.
Oh, there we go. You're back.
Oh, you're back.
No, Sheer will be all over this. He would. He would.
Oh.
Will the soundtrack
Actually,
be
yes.
released somewhere? Or is that a question for later?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, it'll be on streaming services eventually.
Oh no, I already know what my Spotify Wrapped is for this year is going to be then.
I'm hoping within like 1 to 3 months of game release, we'll be able to get it up.
Nice.
I need to, so everything's, the way most of the music works now is that it's made to loop, and so I need to go through and, for the soundtrack release, go through and give everything like a proper ending rather than like a loop ending. Yeah. And then remaster it for streaming rather than for gameplay.
Sounds like a plan. Right, should we, is
Alright,
that everything you wanted to cover? Should we get into it? I'm so excited.
Yeah, and we can cover more with the QA.
Yeah. Look how cool that was. That was... I lost my mind at that yesterday. But here's the start screen. I think my camera should be okay here. If not, I'll move it, but... We can hear it, nice. Nice. I'll be quiet for a bit. And obviously, where it is as well. I wanna cry already. I'm scared for a start. And look, we've got the focus cursor as well, which is just like the cherry on top, really. Already. Grinning like an idiot. I'm so excited. Do you know my favourite thing? I think my default cursor needs to be a focus. This just needs to be everywhere. Just needs to be everywhere. Okay. Right, I think we are good. Everywhere else to get started. Sounds okay, isn't it? Oh, we should be back. There we go. I just clicked off for a second. Should we go? The location? Yeah. Yeah, the location. Oh, we should be good there? Okay. Are we ready? We're clicking start, let's go! The hour is early, but the work has already begun. I'm so hyped. The Varsina's threat to Earth was eradicated 3 months ago. It's hard to believe that's all that it's been. Sorry, my brain's also not fully working today. 3 months, 3 moon cycles since Aloy faced a Horus head-on. Just 3 months since she overcame the most impossible odds and brought it down. Though she can't say she did it alone. The dog's ruining the vibe. Oh no. 3 months since our heart decided to make room for another. I'm losing it already. But 3 months is a long time, especially without contact. At least Aloy has plenty with which to keep herself busy. Enough time has passed by now that the events of the Burning Shores feel more and more like a dream. She has done little else but throw herself into research in the base. Oh! Of course, that isn't entirely by choice, but Aloy still doesn't like to think about that. We're in the base. The heart focus at the end of the dialogue. Yeah, look. It's so cute. This, I want to live in the base. Can we all go there? It's a trip. Can we all make our own base? With Base's help, they've scoured the data left behind by Londra before his untimely demise, and Aloy has made sure to share any discovery within her network. Silence for her is bleh, for all his ilk and arrogance, is at least making himself useful and finally seems to be sharing his own discoveries, rather than hoarding them for his own needs. Thank you, Silence. Thank you. Look at them! They're so cute. Oh no, my camera's in the way a bit. Oh no, sorry, Beta. Sorry. Hold on. Let me quickly... Oh, don't worry, it will come back. There we go. I had a feeling it might be a little bit too big. Let me get rid of those names as well. I'm so normal about this. I'm so normal. Okay. There we go. Look at them. Can't wait to play this for an hour, looking at all the details in the background. Aloy's eyes roam over such one data packet, searching for any hint towards a weapon that could be useful against Nemesis. So far, nothing. Background detail sneak peeks can be found on their socials. It can, and they look beautiful. Beautiful. Sometimes it feels as hopeless as a search for a Gaia kernel. Oh. But she has to remember that she found one, that she succeeded, and that she can do it again. It only cost her a close brush with death, right? Yeah, it was alright. Nothing major. So did the data that kept her base bound for 8 solid weeks, but she throws that thought out of her mind as soon as it appears. Aloy presses on. She can't help but feel like they're close. So close to finding a solution, and that makes it even harder to stop. We love a determined queen. Aloy, why don't we take a break from this today? We can try again later. Aloy shakes her head. Beta can take a break if she wants to, but she needs to keep going. Oh. Come on, we've been at this for days. You need to give yourself a rest. Listen to Beta. Attention to detail. There's a lot. I hope you can see a lot of it on stream, because there is a lot of detail in this. Like, she didn't spend the last 2 months doing that. Still, now that she mentions it, her lips tighten as she stares at the files on her focus, but her eyes are glazed, unseeing, clearly as tired as her sister. But pushing through, she opens another file on the focus and scrolls. Something about a Christmas party! Xavier being mad at Jolene didn't kiss him under the mistletoe. And useless after useless after useless. Ah! I love Christmas. Take a break, Aloy. I know you barely slept last night. Let's get something to eat. As if on... Sound effects! As if on cue, Aloy's stomach growls, her own body betraying her and siding with her sister. Nice! Angry Beta. With a sigh, Aloy swipes the data close and pulls back. Beta is begrudgingly right. She does need a break. She rubs her temples, knowing that she could have slept in just a little longer this morning. The sun is barely out and she needs to take care of herself before she can have another crack at it. It's hard to believe she's found nothing in the past 3 months. Every clue she and Silence followed has led to dead ends. Even their biggest lead of finding Apollo on the Odyssey is on hold. The demise of the Zenith led to their AI, the Julius, going into lockdown, and they haven't been able to hack it yet. So Silence couldn't have fled even if he chose to do so. The image of him finding that out is secretly gratifying though. She's being honest with herself. It's all a distraction anyway. Not from the burning shores and her bittersweet goodbye, or the sudden space in her heart that secretly wants, but from the 2 weeks after. From San Diego. Music! From the horror she encountered in the depth. From the way her diving mask cracked and she barely made it to the surface before she surely would have drowned. Hold up. From the way Silence had to haul her and her useless broken leg into his raft and get her to her sunwing. From Aloy. Oh my god, I'm stressed. What's that?
Hello there.
The tension! The tension. Angel, thank you for the follow. I asked if you wanted peccary bacon with your eggs. That's fine. Beta stares at her for a moment, clearly unimpressed. When Aloy matches her gaze, she finally relents. You were thinking about it again! Not the hello there. No use in denying it, Aloy sighs through her nose and looks away. She doesn't remember a lot about her first few days back at the base, after the disastrous trip to the far south, but she does remember screaming when Beta set her leg, when Silence was holding her down. Oh my goodness, She remembers waking up in a cold sweat night after night, the image of a gaping crimson moor in a sea of black water fading from her mind. You know, you can talk about what happened. It could help you. I'm fine. No, Aloy! I'm just saying you can tell me. Maybe you'll feel better. Look at Beta's face. Maybe. Or maybe it's just reliving nightmares and feeling worse than she already does. Tutorial. During the course of your chosen path, Aloy will be presented with opportunities to choose how to interact with her companion. One of the choices will demonstrate their connection to each other and deepen their bond. One will carry their friendship, and one may cause Aloy to lose her companion, maybe even forever. The choices are not marked, but each answer is weighted to bring you to the most appropriate ending based on your score. It's up to you, the player, to use your own knowledge of Aloy and each companion to decide the best path, so choose wisely. No pressure. Oh no. How should Aloy respond to Beta? I don't know. No, I won't. Maybe some other time. Is this like the flashpoints? I'm hooked. You better make lots of saves. Yeah, there's save options down here. And history, so I'm guessing you can go, like, see what you've done in the past. Have fun with the flashpoints. What do we want? What? Let's put in chat. I don't know. Or do 1, 2, or 3, and whatever I see more of, I'll do. I can't get over the sprites. The sprites are so cool. Be mean 2 now. 1. Fist. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 1s. Shannon. I'm seeing a lot of 1s. We will probably do a full playthrough of this when it comes out, so we can choose something else. 4. Do 1. I saw more 1s. Yeah, I don't know, Beta. Not today. Sorry. Okay, well, if you ever change your mind, I'm here. She's so precious. Nerd Artist came up with a sprite system. It's genius. We have limitless possibilities. They're great. I love them. I want them all. Like, in my room. I want prints of them all. Uh-huh. You relax a bit then. I'll get us breakfast. Despite everything, Aloy still finds her mind going back to that night. I want to know more about that night. That was not the twist I was expecting at all. When peace talks were happening in Meridian between the Karja and Tanark, Aloy and Silence journeyed far south, beyond even the burning shores, to the completely underwater ruins of a place called San Diego. Silence stayed above a raft and Aloy descended into what was once an aquarium and marvelled at what she saw. Do we get to see? I want to see. Once the oceans teemed with life, brighter and bigger than anything Aloy thought possible, She swam into a crumbling hall, a hollow activated above her head of something called a blue whale, once the largest animal on the planet. But her oar was cut short on her way out by a metal tentacle slicing through the hollow and narrowly missing her. Sound effects. With no way to fight the mysterious new machine so deeply underwater, Aloy swam for her life. She managed to get away, to sneak into a space too small for the machine to reach. But not before the horrors she doesn't ever want to revisit. Not the pain and the fear like she never felt. She fled to the surface, her right leg fractured cleanly between the knee and ankle. Her diving mask cracked and leaking, threatening to drown her. Silence had to drag her onto the raft, then onto a sunwing, and fly her back to the base himself. Aloy can't even say why this fight is sticking with her so much, but she suppresses it for another day, focusing instead on the upcoming breakfast with her sister. Oh my god, I feel stressed. And we didn't even see it, and I feel stressed for her. So I was thinking maybe today might be good for learning how to ride a charger. Yes, please. Really? Oh, I love it when they change. It's so cute. Yeah. Aloy smiles, grateful for her sister's attempt at a distraction. It's pretty clear that Beta doesn't really want to do that at all. And she only said for Aloy's benefit. Still, she nods her head. The smell of cooking food reminds her that she is actually hungry and keeps her focus on the present instead of slipping back into the past. It's far too easy to do that when she's cooped up. The splint finally came off her leg 2 weeks ago. Since then, Aloy has done what she can to get herself back in shape, but it hasn't been easy. For 8 weeks, she could do nothing but think. Think about the future. Think about the burning shores and what that meant to her. Think about the people she came to know and care for. But what she wants is to feel like herself again, and she's itching to get out and do something meaningful. Hunting machines, a race in the desert, and even a challenge at the arena in the Grove did little to quench her wanderlust. And as chance would have it, such an opportunity presents itself as Gaia's voice trickles through the base's intercoms. Beta's so precious. Can you read me a bedtime story every night? No. I don't normally like read a lot on stream, so this is a lot. But I'm doing okay, I think. Aloy, I can't do a good Gaia voice. How does she talk again? Aloy. Aloy, I hope you're feeling well rested this morning. Better than yesterday, Gaia, thanks. Just trying to find some answers. Is everything alright? I'm receiving a transmission that I believe will be of interest to you. Why does it feel like it's actually Gaia, you know? Like the writing is spot on. If you feel you have some time to devote to it. That's such a Gaia line. It probably shouldn't worry Aloy, how quickly her heart leaps into her throat at the idea of doing something different and getting out of the base, but she chooses to brush that aside. Still, she can't hide her grin. British Aloy. Yeah, Gaia, of course, give it to me. Who is the transmission from? I love that. That is great. That is great. Look at them all! So we got... They each have bios. Wait, if I click on one, will it go to them? Oh my god, they each have bios. I'm a romance every single one of them. Oh, look at them all. They're so cute. It's so cute. Your Talana's always perfect. I think what's also really cool about this is, like, so many artists coming together and, like, seeing all that art in one project is real cool, I think. Big props to all the artists who did the art for the different routes. Yeah, there's 8 routes, yeah. Each path has a different art style, basically. That's really cool. That's so cool. Yeah, we're definitely playing all of these. Should we read these all? You guys want me to read through these? Or do you want to save it for your own playthrough? Screaming internally. Read. Okay, we'll start with Petra. A free-spirited Osseram who left the claim, Petra was one of the many tinkerers and engineers who designed and built the famed Meridian elevators. I miss them. I miss them. After Avad became king of the Sundom, she went east, eventually starting the settlement of Freeheap. Oh, Freeheap. Oh, I love that place. A place free of the patriarchal rules of the Osseram Elderman. With Aloy's assistance, Petra created a cannon to protect her settlement, which later played a vital part in defending Meridian during the Battle of the Light. I can't, I'm like visioning back to when that happened. After the battle, she headed west, eventually taking up residence in Chainscrape, where she butted heads with its self-proclaimed leader, Alvand. With Alva's investigative help, Alvand was outstated, and Petra was put in charge of the settlement, as she should. As she should, working to make it run as smoothly as a well-greased Osseram machine, and promising to always have a drink ready for the restless Nora girl. Aww. Cutie. Cutie. Internally, I'm trying not to scream externally, and you've seen all this before. I'm so happy for you guys. Draka, a Tenart soldier of the Desert Clan who has risen to the ranks of leader of the Arrowhand settlement before meeting Aloy. With her assistance, he not only gathered machine parts for his settlement greatly needed as trade for water. Have we done that quest in our playthrough yet? I don't think we have. Scarce and precious resource in the harsh desert, she also aided him in challenge of rank of commander for the Desert Clan. Hiding a caring heart and a shrewd mind behind a charming smile and flirty words, he now works to help his clan get the water it needs. He must also prove himself and his clan that he deserves the commander's rank by his own power, working to find a way to quell challenges without the need for further bloodshed, with a clan who has already lost many to the harsh environment, and the law of Regala's message of hate towards the Karja, even while hoping his desert flame will visit him soon. Ah! Oh, how good everyone looks. Honestly, they all look amazing. Some people's favourite, Katalo. Katalo. Do you want me to keep reading on, or should I? I don't know if you want to read them all, save some for when you guys play through. Don't want to ruin everything. I don't know. I don't know if the team have a preference.
Hello there.
Read them all, go ahead. Okay. Katalo, born to the Sky Clan. Katalo proves himself as a hero of Barren Light, going on to become Marshal in service to Chief Hekarro and the Tenarth as a whole. In that role, he finds himself fighting to maintain the fragile peace between the Karja and the Tenarth, when Regala and her rebels attack the embassy at Barren Light. In the slaughter that follows, Katalo loses his friends, his arm, and his worth, or so he believes. Oh! Ordered by Hekarro to assist Aloy, he finds himself tearing down walls and finding a new cause to fight for. In the aftermath, Kotallo makes a choice, pledging his life to Aloy and her mission. In doing so, Kotallo gains a new purpose, a new squad, and acceptance from others. And with Aloy's help for himself. Oh. I don't know who I'm going to start with. I can't pick. And I've only read 3 bios. I've only read 3. Oh. Seika, a Quen Marine whose skills earned her place among the Eastern Expedition to San Francisco in a final bid to save the Quen's dying homeland. When part of their group, including her beloved sister, goes missing, Seika breaks the tribe's most divine laws, risking exile to reunite those who were lost. Aloy literally crashes into her life, and the two quickly team up. This Outlander may be the only person who understands Seika's readiness to shelve the rules in the name of doing what's right for her home. All while parts of her tribe make it clear her help isn't always wanted. After rescuing her sister and Hortwin as a steamed living ancestor and a metal devil, the dust settles, but Seika's sense of purpose has been uprooted. Her ideas of home rattled, and the people she worked so hard to save, unsure of what to do, even with her defiant, unabashed spirit. Oh, she looks so cool here. I love the colours of the Quen outfit. I always have. Oh. Seika, my beloved. 24th can't arrive soon enough. Is that like 2 weeks? Yeah, just about. Nil. Hi, Nil. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Seeing him again. A mysterious, charming, former soldier hailing from the Sundom. Not much is known about his past, other than the fact that he participated in the Red Raids and was imprisoned by the Karja prison of Sunstone Rock for 2 years after volunteering his confession to Sunken Avad. After his release, Nil travelled east into the Sacred Lands where he met Aloy. Together they cleared the Sacred Land and Sundom of bandits. Nil proposed a duel to Aloy, which she refused, and Nil would later assist her at the Battle of Alight. Once the fight was over, Nil travelled west, dueling Tenarch until he met a squad of Tenarch teenagers who raced machines, at which point he decided to abandon killing for racing. He joined them and remained undefeated until Aloy ran into him a second time. Of course. Of course. He wore a mask during their initial encounters in the west, but until Aloy beats him in the final race at the Steel Sands, he revealed his true identity to her. Nilo, focus on the heart, Nilo, we do. Can you guys make that happen? Oh, look who it is, Talana! Talana, elite machine hunter, Karja noble, and fierce loyal friend. With Aloy by her side, she became Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge through the defeat of the legendary Thunderdor, Red Maw, eager to break barriers and hold the organisation to loftier standards of inclusivity. After the Battle of Alight, she and Aloy parted ways, only to meet again in the Forbidden West, where Aloy had gone searching for Amadith, a man she met during the transformative journey through the wilds. Though this pursuit ended sourly, both women found warm satisfaction in their time spent together on another adventure, and parted ways once more. This time, sharing an embrace and a promise to meet again. Oh. My heart. Alva, a Quen diviner from across the Great Ocean, who came with her people to the ruins of San Francisco in the hopes of uncovering data to help their tribe. While she believes in the overall value of the legacy and what it represents, meeting Aloy, the events surrounding the tomb of Ted Pharaoh, and the actions of the Zenith have caused her to question the state-sanctioned truth of the Quen Empire more and more. When a number of the original fleet left to return home, Alva chose to stay behind, though the decision came at great personal cost, as it may be many years before she can reunite with her family or her partner Federa again. I love Alva. Gonna have to put a lid on the fills. I can only take so many. And last, but certainly not least, Erend. Erend, a loyal and friendly Ossurum who hails from the Claim, Erend made his home in Meridian after the Liberation, becoming part of Sunken and Vard's vanguard, along with the rest of the freebooters. Erend first meets Aloy in the Sacred Lands as an envoy for Avard's diplomatic efforts with the Nora. The paths cross again in Meridian, and though Aloy does what she can to help, he tragically loses his sister Ursa and must step in her place as captain. Erend and the Vanguard assist Aloy at the Battle of... Erend and the Vanguard assist Aloy at the Battle of the Light, and the two are later reunited in the Daunt, but an injury confines Erend to Barren Light, while Aloy pushes deeper into the Forbidden West. When summoned by Val to join her cause, however, he rushes to her side, stepping fully in her world and providing crucial support to the team in their fight against the Zeniths. Erend has been at Aloy's side since the beginning, and a close bond has developed between them as a result. Oh, crying. Crying. I love them all. How am I supposed to pick who I'd want first? There's too many. There's too many cuties. So many fills. So many fills. Random wheel. Probably, because you guys know I can't pick anyway. Roll a dice. 8-sided dice. Oh, they all look so good. I love them. Random wheel sounds good. I can't make decisions anyway, so picking this... Can't do it. I can't do it. Look at them all. Left to right, right to left, alphabetical. You can go through the select on each. Oh, there. And see the prompt. Oh, who'd I pick? Close your eyes and move your mouth from left to right a couple times. Okay, I'm gonna do that for this stream. But if we do another one, wait, I'm still on them. Seika! Close your eyes and pick Talana. Yeah, if we do any more streams on it, I'll do like a picker. We'll spin. I just haven't got it set up yet. The transmission comes from Alva. I'll take Alva anyway. I'll take her anyway. Alva would have been my second choice. Comes from Alva, who's informed me that the rest of the Quen fleet arrived at landfall. The Quen have been very preoccupied with restoring order among their reunited fleets, and those who made it from the burning shores seemed especially shaken. No big secrets in the prologue. That makes sense after everything that happened to them. Separated, stranded, part of their crew brainwashed. Yes, Alva has indicated each group has many stories to tell, especially about you, as well as the Marine Seika, for the brief time she was around. Oh! Hold on. Seika, what do you mean? Is she still with the fleet? She arrived with the second half of the fleet, but she is not there any longer. While Seika was at landfall, Alva noticed she seemed a bit distracted and distressed. After considerable effort to reunite everyone, Seika packed her belongings once more and seemed to sail back to the burning shores. What? Why would she do that? What could be there for her? If she wanted to be away from the others, she could have gone somewhere else. She could have gone... Alva further reported that many of the newly returned Quen spoke of a difficult journey back. The perils at the burning shores left them vulnerable, and in their trip to landfall, the weakened crew encountered opponent that threatened to wipe them all out. It was only by careful evasion and using most of their ammunition that the survivors managed to get away, but the foe's pursuit was relentless. Seika must be heading after whatever that is. Machine hunting to get away from all the attention and tribal politics. Can't say I've never heard of that one before. What machine is this? A Tide Ripper? The machine's identity could not be confirmed, only that it was of significant size, yet moved with great speed and agility. Alva believes the mysterious nature of this new foe is part of what disquiets Seika so much. It does sound serious, and the Quen don't have up-to-date focus data as it is. Seika will be going into this completely in the dark. Can we see all of them? I got a bit too pre-excited with when it first said Alva. Shut my mouth. We get to see all of them. Okay, then we'll go down. Because I don't want to keep landing on the wrong or the same people. The drone in No Man's Land has sent some data that I believe is of concern. A strange storm similar to what you encountered in Burning Shores with the damaged Stormbird. Ah, of course! Of course! Was recorded moving east. Unfortunately, there was an interference from that storm and my scans using Minerva satellites are unable to find the location. That Stormbird managed to do a lot of damage to that island. If there's another damaged machine around, I should track it down. That was my thought as well. The data sent from the drone shows that energy signal is not an exact match to a damaged Stormbird, but I am unable to determine what the cause of the signal difference is. I'll head east and see if I can track their signal like I was able to do in Burning Shores. If not, someone in Chainscrape might have seen the storm, and I'm sure Petra would have heard about it. The sound effects, I love the sound effects. They're subtle, but they're great. They're great. The tall neck, oh my god, we've got drone mention, tall neck mention. I'm here for it. The tall neck relay in Shining Waste has located a Tanark Desert Clan commander travelling south from Scalding Spear and appears to be on his way to Hidden Ember. I love Hidden Ember. Draka, does he have his squad with him? He does not. The data I received indicates that he's travelling alone. And towards a settlement full of Ossurum. I better see what he's up to. Make sure he doesn't get himself into trouble. Now I really don't know who to pick after reading all these. He sure will. Katalo has called. He has an issue in Sky Clan territory and would appreciate your support. Did he say why he called you instead of me? It did not seem my place to ask. Gaia is too nice for any of us. Katalo said if you felt up to it, he'll be at the Bulwark, where he placed the cannon, and he hopes to see you soon. Oh, okay, I'll meet him there. My Cyclops survey drone northwest of Plainsong picked up an unusual image, one I deemed may be of interest to you. A lone machine rider travelling through Utaru lands, though he has carefully avoided any contact. The rider has no tattoos, but he's wearing Tanark armour and has a feathered mask. Nil? Why is he in Utaru lands? That I cannot say, though I can confirm that the other riders remain in the clan lands. What is he doing? Well, you're right, this is interesting. Better see what is he doing? Nilroot has your heart in pieces. Beta's work on the expansion of this regional control center Cyclops drone network has proven useful. The new units deployed eastward are providing a more comprehensive picture of any machine anomalies in the geographical vicinity. I can never say that word. For the past 2 days, the drone, currently surveying the far western quadrant of the Kaja Sundom's rainforest, has been registering intermittent and abnormal electrical disturbances. Each spike of interference has shown a gradual increase in strength. The most recent pulse, registered moments ago, was strong enough to knock the drone's operating system offline. More superstorms, but how would that be possible after Aether's reintegration? These disturbances do not occur randomly, as Aether's superstorms behaved. So far, they seem to follow a regular pattern. However, since the drone is out of commission, monitoring has been interrupted. Given the high density of cauldron activity in the area, I suspect Hephaestus may be behind. Well, is anyone surprised? Maybe behind the phenomenon. I'd guess the same. And even if it's not Hephaestus causing the issue, getting the drone back online is important. It's been a long time since I've been back east in any case. Even longer since I've been in the Jewel. Guess I'm due for a visit. I love the Jewel. Oh my god. Now it's Alva's. Now it's Alva's. Alva has extended an open invitation to meet with her in Landfall. She emphasizes the intent was more recreational in nature, as she wished to give you an opportunity to take some more time for yourself. Ow! Alva Root is actually Beta and Alva. Well, that was thoughtful of her. It was. Indeed, she summarized that after several months conveying indoors, and a casual social calling would be beneficial for both your physical as much as your mental well-being. An assessment with which I wholly agree. Alright, Gaia, I can take the hint. We love Gaia. We love Gaia. It is from Errand. He discovered a device in Meridian that he believes may be permittent to the mission. What kind of data would be in Meridian? As you may recall, I set up an alert on the focuses of your companions to notify them when they were in range of old world data. Oh. Errand encountered a device being sold as scrap that triggered the alert. When he scanned it, he discovered corrupted schematics that appeared to belong to metallurgy. Okay, we're going down that route. One of the companies mentioned on Londra's implant. That's strange. It's worth checking out. These schematics could be related to the tech Londra thought he might find there. Oh, you're finally clearing me for field of work. Do I have a choice? I still think another week of rest could do some good, but another day of being cooped up might drive you mad. So, I guess I'll pick my battles. You're not wrong. I love these two. I'm honestly impressed you made it as long as you did. You and me both. Gaia, can you send over Erin's coordinates? Look, she's touching her focus. You'll be able to track his live location with the indicator I've placed on your map. I'll let him know you're on your way. Travel safely, Aloy. Ow! Is that the end of the prologue? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh. That was too many teasers to take. Think that's it? Oh my goodness. This. You did great reading, thank you. Public, reading is not my thing. I never did it in school, you know? When they ask you to read a passage out loud, I'm not doing that. So, yeah, I definitely fumbled on a few words, but it's fine. It's fine. Can we get a big round of applause for everyone who's worked on this game? And if you are in chat and you've worked on this, please raise your hand, because you deserve all the love pushed your way. With a cold, I know, the one time I get a cold is the one time I'm doing something cool. I mean, every stream we do is cool, but this one's especially cool, and I decide to get it. I'm just glad I could talk. I couldn't talk on Thursday. I was very worried. I was very worried. I was like, oh no, I can't talk. I can't talk. We're about to be fed. I had like high expectations of this because I knew who was working on it. But this has like blown all expectations out the water. Like, yeah. It's great. It's very, very professional as well. Like, it's top tier. It's top tier. But, I think now we move into our Q&A session, if the team is ready. Hopefully it will be a smooth transition back over. I'm gonna have to sleep until this comes out. Just give me a rest. Luckily my throat is fine. I just sound a bit weird. But no, thank you all. Thank you all for coming. Obviously we're not over yet. We do still have the Q&A. So if you do have any questions, I haven't been reading chat much, so apologies if you're new here. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for all the follows, the subs, lurkers, mods, and obviously the team in chat as well, who I've been answering some stuffs. Where's it gone? I've lost it. There it is. Okay, let's get back. Awesome with the reading, thank you. Yeah, no. That's why I never read like data points on stream, because I'm like, I can't say big words. But we made it. Okay. But yeah, again, thank you to the team as well for like letting me play this for you guys early. Because like I said, I was so excited when they asked me to play this. Oh yeah, the photo album. Wait, I just went to log out. Wait. We got our different saves. Oh wait, is that gonna show anything? Oh, it's gone black. Hello? There we go. Photo album. Hello? Hello? Can't tease me like that. Unlockables. You guys know I like to collect everything. And everything. I wanna know what this is. You gotta earn the photo album. You gotta earn it. I wanna know what that is. Okay. You know, that was, like I said, I had high expectations. But, yeah, that was great. Okay. Right, I think you guys should be able to talk now, hopefully.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, can everyone hear? Yeah?
Yeah, Sir Mammothie, we are. I don't know why. I have Jess's icon.
Oh yeah, you do.
That's alright. That's alright. We can share.
I can sort that while you guys are answering questions.
We can share a nil. It's all good.
Hello.
That's alright.
But hello, welcome back. That was so good. Honestly.
Oh.
Any expectations blown completely out of the water. It was it was great,
so much.
Honestly. Props to you guys, because I can't wait for the release now. You guys have completely killed it.
Honestly, I'm relieved because I have been staring at this prologue so much over the past several months. You kind of lose sight on like I don't even know if this is good anymore. Like I've messed with it so much.
Yeah, you can't see the forest through the trees after you stare at it for like almost a year.
Yeah.
You lose.
Yeah, like I was just like, it's all right.
It still looks amazing as ever, Jess. It's incredible every time I boot up the game. Like I stare at the Cauldron Heart boot up logo.
Yeah.
And my heart just does the warm fuzzies. It's
Oh
amazing.
yeah. Nerd killed it on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
was
that
so
I love
good.
that bit.
And Corey, your design is just perfect too.
Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, Dino says seeing the stream really hits home that this is actually a game after all this work. Yes, it is, Dino.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so. It's such
so
a
gorgeous.
weird
The whole
place to
game is
be.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's such a weird place to be at, like seeing it on stream. You know, like I've only booted it from the engine like before, and watching somebody else actually play it on Twitch is like extremely strange. So,
Yeah,
but awesome.
I can't even imagine how that feels.
Yeah,
Surreal.
Dino and Bookmancer have been talking about it a little bit on Twitter of like, oh, this is what the developers must feel like, of like, I want to share everything, but I can't. I need
Yeah.
to like keep a secret.
Yes, it's been interesting to be on the other side of that, even in a much more mild sense. But
Thank you for the hype, Strawbella. I was hyped before, but now I'm gonna burst with excitement.
Yay.
All of us, all the time.
That's what we live on,
Yeah.
excitement.
Yeah. And yeah, it's only 2 weeks away, and we're just like, it is surreal because it's like this whole thing that we do is like so big and it's so close, but it comes with relief, but also like, oh, it's over or
Yeah.
almost over. Yeah.
it's definitely a mixed bag.
Yeah.
It's been such a
Yeah.
constant over like the last year of like having something to always come back and like chip away at. Yeah, if any of y'all have questions for us, tag either me, Corax_Corvidae, or Diddums in chat, and we'll collect the questions to ask.
Yeah. We thought we'd start with like a couple of the ones that have already like been on our FAQ, just in case people haven't followed our social media or don't know about it. But like one of the big questions is how much will it cost? It's free.
Woo!
One of the questions that was asked and that I see was asked in the chat as well. What are the from Beyond Bending Sky? What are the PC requirements to play? Can it run on non-gaming laptop?
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, no, it can run on pretty much most things. I mean, it's a 2D engine. It's a pretty simple engine, so you don't need some crazy rig to like, run it. You should be able to run it on a laptop just fine. We've had the team, I'm pretty sure virtually all of the team, regardless of the tech specs of their setup, has been able to run the game easily.
Yeah, jumping in to say I have a just a plain Microsoft Surface Pro 8, and it runs perfectly fine on that.
Nice. Not like playing Forbidden West on PC.
Oh, yeah. I just optimized my Forbidden West,
Then another question that was asked like a long time ago was how can we support Focus on the Heart engagement? So like liking us on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, reblogging, retweeting, talking to us even. Like it's really encouraging, especially because this is 100% volunteer. It keeps us going. So that's one thing.
Yeah, there will be background detail sneak peeks pretty much like every other day leading up to release on Tumblr and on Twitter. So if you guys interact with those, we thank you very much. They're literally the teeniest little bits of the backgrounds. It's you're in for a treat.
And one other question that was like older is what platform will we be publishing on? Jess, I'll get you to take that one because you know more about it than I do.
Oh, we're gonna be doing on is it itch.io or itch.io, whatever.
Yeah.
Itch.io.
I just say itch.io. So yeah, we'll be publishing on there. Just from the lack of restrictions.
Perfect. Okay, so launching into some of the questions that were like from the chat, and if we missed any, please like give us another shout. I'll take the first one, and then Corey, do you want to alternate? We can work this out.
I'm scanning chat if you want to
Okay.
like read what I'm posting into the
Sure.
doc. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So we already answered Theravin's question. How do we play it when it's released? It'll be on PC from itch. EOIO. So on most PCs, like a 2 engine. Jasper3 asked, Jess, how long has it taken to make the game?
Well, we're coming up on a year here. And I can tell, like, for my own part in this, I've been going up to release here pulling about, like, 50-hour weeks on this. So, because I am in charge of, I've coded most of the game, I've done all of the backgrounds, I have had my own route to worry about, I've been doing QA, like, so I personally have been, like, very frantically working, but as far as the totality goes, yeah, it's been about a year. Wild.
Yeah, May 15th was when we opened the server and like sent out the call, basically looking for volunteers. So the anniversary is in 4 days. Another question from Jasper3. What was that glowing red eyes? Ooh.
I want to know that as well.
You have to play to
I
find
can't
out.
believe it's almost been a year.
Yeah, you gotta play to find out. This is addressed in the roots. You know, we dig a little deeper into Aloy's new little bit of trauma we came up with for
Just not-
Focus on the Heart. So
Not expecting more trauma.
I'm sorry, Aloys, if you don't already have enough. We just, you know, heaped it on a little more.
Just one more, just to even it out.
Yeah, of course.
She needs something to spice up her like.
And,
her cooking's lacking. Her life's got to make up for it somewhere else.
yeah. Beyond Bending Sky, will the soundtrack be released somewhere? Mel, you did answer that earlier, so but yeah, you did say it'd be on streaming.
Hello there.
Eventually.
Yeah, it'll be on streaming.
Perfect. We will give a shout out on social media when it's ready, so make sure to follow our social media to find that.
Also, I want to add to that real quick. We will have a month embargo in place for all assets, concept art, but after a month, we're going to be posting all of our concept art, a bunch of assets. You know, we want to give people time for the unlockables, you know, especially like the CG illustrations. But we will be releasing those all on social media in like a month after release, so June 24th.
That's exciting. I love concept art and stuff, so I'll be eagerly waiting for that.
Sir Mammothie, although it might be hard to choose, what are some of your favorite things in the game? Might be as big as a whole character, or maybe a small detail like a reference, something in the background, etc.
Oh, why don't we all pick a thing?
Yeah, let's take turns.
You start, Jess.
Oh, thank you. I'm on the hot seat. Oh man, I am so deeply lost in the sauce right now. It's really hard to say. What? My favorite thing, I think, is just the breadth, I think, of what all of the routes cover. There's something different in every route, and I just think that each one is worth playing in its own right. It's just like it's just incredible. I just I'm just at a loss for words, truly, at what everybody has contributed to this, and that's really been my favorite part of it.
100%. It's been such a privilege to see the fandom like come together in such a wholesome way of seeing the creativity that happens when you collaborate and uplift everyone together. Do you want to pick something, Dee Dee?
I just have loved seeing like the different skills that people in the fandom have. Like, I never would have known that Mel, for example, is like a genius composer. Because what other project would have let Mel show their skills in this kind of way? And then, yeah, just echoing Jess and Cord, just seeing like people who have different headcanons and who have different favorite blorbos just coming to make this huge thing. I don't know, it's been just very much a privilege to be part of. Not to be cheesy or corny, but that's been the favorite part of it, is everybody just making friends where they didn't think they'd make friends, I guess. Yeah.
Absolutely. What about you, Mel?
I think that one of my favorite things about participating has just been how much I have come to appreciate all of these different characters and all these different romances. I feel like it's like just been a very expansive experience for me. In the game, though, I think that like my favorite thing is just how many feelings that each route evokes. Like, this game is drowning in feels.
I can already tell that just from the prologue.
Yeah.
So many feels
Yeah,
already.
Everybody really, I think, put their best effort forth to really showcase each ship, and that was just like incredible to me. Like, you know, it's you can really feel the love in each road, and it's really special.
Mm-hmm. There's so much love. It's true.
I think,
and it's been fun too because like I've been like paying attention to every route a little bit, but like playing them is just such a completely different experience than like kind of like passively seeing what's going on.
Yeah, watching all the assets come in and like, you know, it's like, oh, that looks great, but in context, it's just so incredible.
Oh, watching the sprite art trickle in and then like seeing you complete the different backgrounds over time, Jess, incredible. I have had such a good time doing the background detail sneak peeks. Like, I have so many versions of like the different areas. I'm like, I want to show this off. I want to show this off, because every corner, every pixel, like, y'all, I cannot express to you. I'm gonna hype you up so much, Jess, about this. The backgrounds are incredible. Have them as like scrolling desktop backgrounds. They are so good. They are so good.
The backgrounds are amazing.
Zoom into every corner. When we drop like a full album of like the art, zoom into every corner and take a look at the time and dedication and the brush strokes that Jess has put into every bit. It's been amazing to watch.
Oh, you're making me blush. Thank you. Yeah, I think we have about 25 backgrounds too, so look forward to those and my labor of love with those.
Nerd added in the chat, my favorite part was knowing all of you and your incredible talent. This team has been working together much better than some professional teams, I can tell. Yeah, this has been one of the most like professional projects that I've ever been part of. It's more professional than my actual workplace, so take with that what you will.
And I think a lot of that really has to do too with organization. Like, I just want to shout out, especially like Dee, Core, and Mel here have been, and like Nerd, have all been incredible with the organization. You should see our Google Drive folder for this. It is so incredibly organized, and Mel has created all of these amazing spreadsheets. We have everything tracked, right? Like, you know,
folders and folders. Absolutely.
Yes. And spreadsheets and spreadsheets and spreadsheets, but it has really made this an organized experience. I wouldn't want to say easy, but it's made it a lot easier. So, you know, the level of leadership here. Yeah. No, they have saved my life. Like,
you know, even
if I need to find something, it's on a spreadsheet.
Even setting this up with you guys has been really easy. You know, just all kind of got on with it, and yeah. So on my part, it's been a great experience as well.
Yeah. No, it was.
I also want to mention just like how amazing it is that we pulled this off. I feel like, you know, a year ago I was like, oh cool, like we might make something. It might happen. Like, but like no, like nobody dropped the ball. Like everyone was dedicated for this entire process. We got it done. Everyone like hit their deadlines or like figured out just everyone made it. It's honestly like I'm shocked to this day.
Yeah. No, the fact that we consistently kept this many people on track, or like they kept themselves on track. I don't want to take credit for that. Like that they kept themselves so on track for this project has been amazing, and that's why I want to really give a yeah, huge round of applause to the entire team for, you know, really seeing this through when they could have just moved on and dropped it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there's a couple of comments here from Meg and from Fogs. I just want to, from Meg, I just want to add on there's so many wonderful characters that would be great to see Aloy romance, but this was entirely volunteer-based. Lots of characters weren't included just for that reason, lack of people or wanting to join in on the project. We did not intentionally exclude any characters. It was literally at capacity of what could reasonably be managed of a team of this size for purely volunteer work. From Fogs, seconding Meg on seeing everything happening, knowing that this is just fans coming together, and sure there could have been more. We have 8, there's so much art and beautiful stories and stunning music. Yes, absolutely, Fogs.
I mean, if we had, like, you know, I was open to more routes if we had, you know, the people for it, but, you know, it was really based on interest. You know, we didn't pick and choose based on preference. It was literally who raised their hand and volunteered, you know, like, and we did have to unfortunately cut some routes because we just didn't have, you know, the people willing to do it. So
yeah, like there was interest in a couple of other routes, but we had to, like, we did also have to cut off when to volunteer so that we could actually get started on it. Otherwise, we could have gone forever and, like, we would not be any closer to being done because we just keep adding routes and stuff, right? So
yeah, we did cut it off because, like, we had 8, and after, like, it was just, you know, we felt that was just enough, you know, like, and it filled very, very quickly. Like, it was within, like, what, how many days? I don't even remember. It's all a blur now how fast that went.
Less than a week, I think, right?
Yeah. People were really interested. And it was just amazing to especially, you know, like, watch the fandom come together like that and just create something really cool.
Yeah. All right. If you're ready for the next question. I'm Amanda Julius. Question for the writing team. How much collective lore, details, etc. did everyone start with before breaking apart to work on their own routes?
You want to take that, Dee?
Yeah, that's you, Dee. You're the narrative lead.
Yeah.
No, Dee-Dee's the narrative lead. She got this.
So, I kind of, like, brainstormed. Like, the prologue is all the starting point for every route. So, you know, you saw that they all had their different prompts to go off of, but everything before that, and then, like, a couple of paragraphs after that is all universal until the route actually starts. What I also did was I started a little document for all the writers called, like, the last 3 months, which basically went into detail with what happened in San Diego, beyond what you see in the game, just so that if writers wanted to explore it more in their route, they had, like, the same reference to go off of. And in that, the writing teams, I think, could also say what their the love interest of the route had been up to for the last 3 months as well, which wasn't, like, super essential, but just in case, like, there was any, like, Erend and Talon are in the same area by the end of Horizon Forbidden West, as far as we know, so in case they came up in each other's routes as, like, a topic of conversation, they're not, like, contradicting each other. As for lore, like, we did have a little channel to, like, for lore questions, just to check and make sure that we weren't off on lore. Other than that, like, it was pretty much, you know, people could do what they want within the scope of the world, and they could just write their routes as they saw fit for their love interests. They pretty much had free reign. So, yeah. I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah, that was important to us. Yeah, we gave the writers pretty much total creative freedom, right? Like, it was, like, beyond the standards of, like, you know, like Dee Dee mentioned what happened in the past 3 months. You were just allowed to go off and do whatever you want, you know, make your, like, dreams come true with your ship or whatever. Like, you know, we as leads did not step in with that at all. The only thing we've been, like, really stepping in on is standards, you know, like, making sure, like, everything is up to standards, and that's it. Otherwise, total creative freedom.
Yeah.
As far as collective details, we have had so many conversations about what should be capitalized, what shouldn't be capitalized, what's in all caps. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You have no idea how inconsistent Gorilla is. No shade to Gorilla or anything,
They
but, like,
needed that
something
more.
would be capitalized.
Archivist so bad.
Long
Yeah,
story
like
short,
some
Gorilla
like
doesn't know
it's all
either.
over the place. So we like went scouring through the games looking for like, was this capitalized? Was this not capitalized? Like, oh man.
God bless to all of the YouTubers that have just clips of every single bit that you can just do a search and come up with like the relevant moment to check on the spelling of something. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Foib's gotta love those random proper nouns.
And then ones that mysteriously aren't proper nouns even though they should be. Like
Oh god, Commander.
Commander?
Yes,
Yeah.
Cthulhu,
Oh.
yeah.
Thank you, Darby.
Marshall, we tossed about Marshall for a little bit, like
Oh, Marine. Oh my god.
Marine, yeah,
Oh.
Quen Marine. We were like
And the weapons. Are there fire arrows and
Weapon
capitals,
names.
or are they?
oh yeah, oh I forgot about that one. But no, I think this illustrates though how we were really like we wanted to pay close attention to detail and make sure we were faithful to like canon as to honor what Gorilla has given us so far and make something transformative about it, but we really wanted to stick to those canon details as much as possible even when they weren't consistent.
Hey, Ben, get your shit together, sister. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Please.
Kirsty, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. And it is a T-rated game, by the way. Like, there's no.
Yes. We also wanted to honor the rating of the games themselves and make it in step with the T rating that Gorilla has.
So it's not spicy. I'm sorry.
The real question everyone wanted answered.
That's for fic afterwards. That's for fic afterwards. Y'all could make fic of all of this shit. Like,
yeah.
So we got a couple more questions here from DJ Hawk. How does it feel to be game devs? And also from Nir Surzaker. Hi, you obviously worked so well together as a team to produce a game that is so brilliant. How did you all meet / grow up?
Ooh,
we're all kind of from, I guess it would be like the collective like fandom servers that kind of started out.
Yeah. And it's like you took like 30 odd people and just threw us into one Discord server and we just kind of went from there. It was very chaotic at first, like and we just kind of built standards and just slowly got more refined, got to know each other better, and like, but it was very chaotic at first. I just remember the first like month, we were just constantly figuring things out, figuring out standards, figuring out the scope of the project, answering lots of questions, like.
And there was a lot that we learned along the way, like.
Yes.
100%.
I had never. Yeah. And I had never like touched the engine Ren'py before doing this. So like I was also learning an entirely new language like while I was doing this and figuring stuff out, and it's been a trip.
But yeah, for those coming in like a little bit late, like the entire like the birth of the idea was a shitpost idea of just kind of like, hey, what if we made like haha Horizon dating sim to like just
and then it became serious.
And then I was like, but what if we actually did that? And
Dee, do we have that screenshot
later?
We will post
that. We'll post that screenshot to socials or something. Like
just me and Dee Dee DM it
just for fun. Yeah, just for fun.
But yeah, and I feel like I want to speak for everybody else, that I feel like everybody had to learn new things for this. Like it was very much a learning experience for all of us. Artists had to learn how to make these like, we call them paper doll sprites, which we have different facial assets and arms layered over each other. And that was definitely a learning curve for every artist. And, writing a script to standard for the writers, like, it was, and I'm so proud of how much everybody stepped up and like really took to dedicating the time to learning these new skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another question. No question, but I loved how Brayden and Katana looked. Oh, that's from. I can't read that. It's very bright green.
RB999. That was from a little while ago, just after we finished the character select.
Okay.
From Strawbella 2009. How long did it take for you to come up with the title, which is genius, by the way? It was
Dino. That was Dino.
That was fast.
All Dino. That was all Dino,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
was
That was really fast, like within the first 2 weeks. Like,
yeah.
and I think they just threw it out as like a haha, how about focus on the heart? We were like, wait a minute. No,
genius.
that is
Yeah.
it. That is it. You thought this, you were just like throwing something out there, but that is the name of the game.
That
and we
is.
just all
Yeah.
like resonated
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, no, it was pretty immediate. We were like, yeah, no, that's the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, play on words, yes, Dino. That was so good. And then I don't know, I found it really funny that our server was like Horizon dating sim for so long. And then someone was like, "Hey, should we update the name of the server? Oh, maybe we should."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it took me like what, 2 or 3 months to actually update the name of the server to
We had to be
focus on the
reminded.
heart.
I think it was Babs who like reminded us. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
should we like update this? And
I was like, oh well, that'll take 2 seconds. I'll do that right now.
Also, was it Dino as well, or was it somebody else who had the idea for the cauldron.heart tag
that was
name for like our
Root.
quote-unquote like developer name?
we were kind
I
of
don't
playing with it,
remember.
but I think it was Root who did it that way.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
But that was more recent because we realized we
Yeah.
needed some sort of like name for ourselves because like we didn't have one. But that was within the past like few months that happened. But
Yeah.
we also really, that one also really resonated with us. And I think it was the logo design came from, I think Corey, you were one of the ones who like nerding.
Yeah, Dee Dee kind of like sent in like
No, we don't
a
talk
little
about
finger
those.
drawn one, and then I was like, okay, this is a good idea. I love this. From TJ Hawk, have Gorilla reacted to this, and do you need any permissions? Well, you want to handle like the quote unquote legalities that we have to deal with on that, Jess, because you did the research into this.
Yes. So first of all, Gorilla liked the trailer on the official account. So I mean, to me, that was all the blessing we needed. So like, you know, I think we are in the clear as far as that goes. However, I did do research into specifically how Sony handles, you know, this trademarking, and they seem to leave it up to the parent company. You know, I actually read a funny story about somebody who wanted to make a fan game, and Sony and the developer studio kept like ping-ponging them back and forth, saying, no, ask Sony, no, ask the studio. Like, and so like it's just, yeah.
Yeah, we're actually
Gorilla is very chill. And we are followed, like Dee Dee said, we're followed by a bunch of the developers actually. So they're going to be playing it on the demo.
Absolutely wild. Like, when the notifs come in on the socials, you guys, like, I need you to understand, we're all just screaming in there for a good 5 minutes. Like, it's so weird to be on this side of it, of like seeing a studio that you look up to for storytelling.
Yeah, that's
Approving
been
your storytelling, like creative endeavors and your own storytelling. Wild.
And like as FOTH just added, we're offering it for free as transformative work. Yeah.
Yes.
You can think of it like a interactive fan comic in a way, if you want to like
Yeah.
simplify it down to the bare bones just to kind of get away with the legality. It's obviously much more than that, but like that's kind of how you can simplify it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, you know, obviously it was always going to be free. We were never going to charge money for this. That would have absolutely gotten us sued.
Yeah.
And also we avoided any like actual like, you know, Horizon trademarking. We didn't use their font. The fonts that we do have in the game that you saw are actually open source fonts. The logo design was, you know, that's not using the font. We wanted something that felt Horizon but didn't have Horizon in the name. So, you know, we were very careful to avoid trademark issues.
Yeah, all original assets, all volunteer based.
Yes.
Mel has done incredible with making musical cues that call back to the soundtrack. Like, I get emotional listening to the Tanakh theme, the Karja theme, like the bass.
Ooh.
The fact that you changed the main theme to be Aloy's theme the major, sorry, I'm words English. The main theme is Aloy's theme in major, and that was a brilliant decision, Mel. That was so good.
It sounds very pretty too, and I think that's going to be one of the extras on the soundtrack when we release.
Yeah, so the music that everyone heard during the opening screen is the piano version of the main theme, and that's like the tender emotional one, and that one hits me through the heart every single time I hear it.
Yeah,
But you've just heard Yeah, oh man, it is so good. And like you guys, like this is only the like beginning of the music. Like all of this music is very prologue specific, but there are like how many tracks do you have now, Mel? I've lost count.
Like 40 maybe?
Yeah, like it is.
I think we do have
2,
one
3,
full
4,
song
5, 6,
released as
7,
well,
8,
don't
9,
we?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
So in some cases, like with the battle themes and the some of the like root music, they have like similar or the same like melodic line or motifs, and then but the rest of the song is just like an arrangement of it. So like there was a little bit of cheating there with the soundtrack.
Oh, it's not
but-
cheating.
I think they stand on their own a lot. So and all the like tribe specific themes are pretty original. The Karja one is the one that comes closest to the game, but the rest are pretty much entirely from scratch.
Yeah, I think my favorite tribal one is definitely, I think, the Tanakh one. You killed it on that one. That one is so good.
It is.
I think I like the Quen one best.
That one is the second for me. Yeah, those two.
They can't keep teasing us like this.
They're the Oz. No, you know what? The Oseram too, though, and all of them are inspired. And what like Mel did was really like consider like lore and like what kind of music would come from each tribe, and they did such a like great job of like, you know, figuring that out and conceptualizing that and transforming that into music that you might actually think you could like hear these tribes produce almost, right?
Yeah, and so I was sad I didn't get to do one for the Utaru or for the Banuk, and so I might end up writing those as like bonuses anyway.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yes, please.
And you ended up sticking with individual instruments per character too for like the overlay love themes too, didn't you, Mel?
Oh, we started doing individual love themes, and then I think we ended up pivoting to mostly using like the same kind of like
the
romantic
tender version
in-game theme. Yeah. And so I have most of those composed, so I could probably also release those as bonuses.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Bonus OST, hell yeah.
Yes, RB wants to know there's a possibility of more roots who had to be dropped. I think we kind of touched on this earlier. There were like initially interest for Yara, Ikri, and there was interest for Zoe as well, but yeah, just volunteers and everything, we just didn't have time for those ones.
Yeah, it was only like one half of the team. It was like only a writer volunteered or only an artist volunteered, and you kind of need both to make the root work.
Yeah. SM Heyman, has this experience inspired you to try to make something original?
Yes.
How many of y'all have thick ideas for after?
Yeah.
I do. I personally do. I'm going to be taking a break.
Yeah.
A very long break, but this has inspired me to go on into like actually going into indie game development for real.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of want to turn one of my fics into a visual novel.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Do it.
It's intimidating to think about like tackling the whole thing on my own though.
You could do it. It's
at least the writing's done.
Yeah, exactly. And I will say Ren'py is not a hard engine to learn. It's very script based. It's once you get it down, you know.
My spouse is a developer, so I would just make her do it.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
Honestly, I feel like it's like the backgrounds and the sprites that are most intimidating.
Yeah.
But you contributed like at least 2 or 3 CGs to other roots, Mel. Your art is amazing.
And also sprites.
And
Don't forget about sprites. Awesome sprites. Well, we're gonna see
Mel's
those.
line work has been a saving grace. Like, I know it's traced from like screen references and stuff, but it looks so good. It looks so good, Mel.
I had a lot of fun also like staging different screenshots too when we were thinking about backgrounds. So a lot of backgrounds end up coming from like in-game references. And so like a bunch of people contributed different shots, and I just had so much fun. Just like,
and there was some photo bashing.
Yeah. Just like it was really fun to just play with photo mode and like take some landscape shots.
I do really need to say that I did not, the backgrounds were not fully just me. I mean, I rendered them, but like, you know, there was like line work, there were flats, there were references, and everybody contributed to the references. And Mel and Nerd did an amazing job helping with, you know, doing like sketches and flats for them. And that really helped speed up my workflow. So
the other thing too is that it actually, like, as someone who's kind of getting back into art, was trying to gather references for this specific purpose also helped teach me like composition a little bit more than just like studying a book, right? Like, yeah. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, just like figuring out what looks best for this specific purpose and what, like, where your eyes go. Especially when like seeing Jess, like, you chose some references and why you chose them, seeing like, oh yeah, like this is why you chose those, because it's not just that it doesn't take away or distract from sprites in the front, it's because of the way the eyes are drawn to a certain area, or because of the lighting, or because of this, like, yeah, it just taught a lot about like composition itself, so that was neat.
Yes. And that was very important to me, that like when I was doing the backgrounds, to balance composition, especially since, you know, you have, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 characters on screen. You got to make sure it looks all right with, like, you know, characters in front of it. And like, you know, Dee Dee said, doesn't distract from the sprites themselves.
Yeah. Or that like you don't do something in the background that all of a sudden is hidden by a sprite.
Yes.
Yeah, there were so many considerations, and it was amazing to see Jess kind of like explain those.
Yeah, continuing kind of on the topic of art from Jess Grand 3, who's done all the amazing artwork. We have art credits.
Hello there.
Because every route has different artists. Jess, our Gamely Kittle has done all the backgrounds, has done the art for the route and the prologue sprites. So the beta and the Aloy that you see in the beginning, that's done in the nil route art style, if you want to call it that. Dee Dee has done the Draka art sprites. God, I'm forgetting everyone else's names. I was shouting them out as we were going through like the previews and stuff, but we do have on our socials on Tumblr, there is, I will get a master post up that will have all of the art credits.
Yeah, like Meg is in the Meg's in the chat,
Babs, Nerd Artist, Sorbet Art. Yeah. Let me actually, I need to shout these people out because this is actually, it's incredible. Yeah, so for the errand route, Nerd Artist, Bababooey or Boobaloof, Sorbet Owl, Meg Noel Art for Talana, Jess, Kittle Skittle for the nil route, Sue, who jumped in late for the Katala route, bless you.
Sue, yes, you're a hero.
Forever.
Yeah.
Bless you forever and ever. Like, oh, incredible. And the number of layers that you've had to do for Katala too, incredible.
And how fast you did it, and you like hit the ground running, learned how to do the paper doll sprites, and just did all of these different layers for just incredible.
Incredible. Yeah. Silkatara and Heartless Heart collaborated on the Seika art for both the sprites and the backgrounds, or the CGs, pardon me. Maggie Rose Studios did Alva and Petra arts, so they share an Aloy sprite. Incredible. And then Dee Dee has done the Draka art, as I mentioned before. And like, shout out to, I'm sorry I don't have your names, of all of the additional artists who have contributed.
Oh, there were so many. So many. We put the call out.
I'm so sorry we have to keep you on spoiler embargo that you cannot share this beautiful, beautiful art.
But we've been freaking out every time something new comes in, which I can't wait for all of you to unlock and see for yourselves. And it just shows like how much skill there is in the Horizon fandom as a whole, and how much they want to share it with everybody. And yeah, that's special.
And we are going to be showcasing the CG illustrations on the FOTH account once the embargo's up, so everybody will get, you know, and they're in the credits, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for the shout out on IG, Strabella. Added your account on my story on IG. You all are amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm gonna butcher this name, and I'm so sorry. Nerzacker. Odd question. Are you tracking gamers' decisions in game to see what people choose? For example, which relationships they do well and which don't? I feel there's some scary jeopardy in the game. We don't have a way to track it, like with Ren'py.
Yeah,
what routes get most played. We don't want to try and have analytics on that. Like, the whole aim of it was any route that you want to play the route. Like,
but I will say, yes, there is some scary jeopardy. There are some routes you can like seriously fail, and it is angst.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like, however, the thing is, you want to play all those routes to get all the completion. So if you want to get, 100% completion, you got to lean into the angst too. So
yeah, like we don't have ways to like formally track, and like we especially don't have ways to formally track who chooses, like how many players choose to play what route and what endings everybody gets or what endings they want to get. But we do, like, I guess the one thing that we just want to say about that is, like, just remember, like, this is a volunteer passion project, and that everybody's put all their heart and souls into characters that they love, for various reasons. So, we want to see your love for them too, and even if it's not something that you necessarily enjoy, like, even if it's something not your flavor, we hope that you can still appreciate the love that went into it from people who are just like you and love this game just like you.
Yeah, we'll be figuring
out. That was well put, Dee.
Yeah, that's really well put, Dee. We'll figure out like some tag on our socials and stuff for y'all to let us know what you're doing on your playthroughs and stuff, because that's really exciting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please talk to us. Please talk to us. Please tell us what you think.
It gives us so much energy.
Yes.
Yeah, something similar to like what the Beyond the Horizon tag is on like the regular Guerrilla accounts, but like we'll do something for FOTH themed.
Yes.
And we'll like make a post about that, and you guys can let us know, because we're nosy. We want to know. We're in your walls. Please tell us. Here's a Zucker. Please don't tell me it's too scary. I want to play. It's so good to see a way that Aloy can grow. Such a brilliant idea. It's incredible seeing the tonal differences. Like, do we want to talk? Like, I just want to talk like kind of. There's neutral, good, and bad options. So it's not as heart fist mind flashpoints, but it is like good, neutral, bad. And let me tell you, bad routes hurt. Bad routes hurt hard.
They really do. They really do.
The writers did so good in the emotional devastation. Buckle up, you guys. Yes. Buckle up. Get tissues.
No. I have to admit, I haven't been able
you're
to
biting your teeth. I'm so sorry.
I just haven't been able to do the bad routes. I haven't been able to bring myself to like.
It takes me twice as long to QA. It takes
imagine how I feel
long to do QA.
Imagine how I feel coding them.
Devastation.
Yeah, I've had to code all of them. That was sure fun. I would always end on So the way the game works is that depending on your choices too, you're gonna like the tone of the script will change. So like, you'll kind of get a sense if you're like doing well or if you're not doing well, because the characters will like react different ways to each other. You may miss some of the unlockables. Like, it's not just the ending, the script changes depending on your choices. So
let's see, what was the most hardest, Jasker and 3, what was the hardest and easiest aspects about developing Focus on the Heart?
Well, that's a tough one, because a lot of it has been both. I mean, I think the easiest, ironically for me, just speaking, like, is working on the route itself. Like, I've had a lot of hats, and I think it was just the easiest for me personally was doing the route art, because that's like where my heart and soul is, like my like own work and like the nil route. For me, the hardest, just getting all these like I've had so many assets to get done. Like I have done like over 30 illustrations for this game, so for me personally, that's been kind of like hard to get through, and I think everybody's answer is going to differ here.
So
sorry, I'm just checking back through chat.
My role
ahead,
was
Didi.
kind of a glorified beta reader. So
Oh, it's
one of
much
the
more
hardest
than that.
parts-
Give yourself some credit.
You're more than a beta reader,
but
Didi.
going-
You came up with the whole prologue.
Going through, so not to give too much away, so there's 8 routes, but there's 24 scripts. So going through each and every individual script for editing was, I think I had like actual letters leaking out of my ears by the end of it, like because there were just so many words that were in my brain leaking out. So that was hard. And I guess I kind of volunteered to do the art for the Jocker after not drawing for over 12 years, so that was also hard, especially in a digital medium when I was used to the traditional. The easiest, I would say, was actually coming up with like the concept of where Aloy started from. I think I kind of brainstormed a little bit with Jess about like where Aloy starts and for everybody, like the prologue, and then just coming up with that. I kind of cheated a little bit. I reused like a machine that I made up for a previous fic that I wrote. So if you've read any of my old stuff, you'll probably see the little cameo or recognize the cameo. But that was kind of like the easiest part for me, was just like writing that down and getting that out there. And yeah, I don't know if Mel or Corey, you have anything to add?
Sorry, what was the question? I was trying to type when you were talking.
The hardest and easiest aspects about developing Focus on the Heart.
For me, handling socials, like I've never really done. Sorry, really quick, Arby. I understand if this is spoiler. Do we get a silent sprite? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. We don't have a silent sprite. Yeah, I've never handled social media stuff before. I've like posted to, you know, my own blog and things like that, but trying to figure out early on what to share, meet the teams, how to do fun little features. We had an artist swap, an artist-writer swap for the Valentine's Day card, so it was like little hand-drawn like bad Valentines, which was a really fun project to like get a flip on the other side. The hardest has kind of been figuring out what's like the best kind of engagement, I guess, of like when to post, what tags to include, how to make it interesting, like visually interesting, that people will interact with it. The easiest and the funnest part has been making up the graphics. I've had so much fun with that, and please never mention the Valentine's art again. No, they were so cute though.
No, they were great. I loved them.
I loved them so much. It was so good. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I've been handling mostly the Tumblr socials. Didi's been handling like the Twitter stuff. Meg set up a TikTok account for our trailer. Oh, thank you, Kirsty, for the Valentine's Day card post.
Yeah,
in chat. Yeah.
We kind of like had a little panic on those because like the text on the Draka was exactly the same as Gorilla's, so we were like, oh, that way I was gonna. I don't know if I can say the F word on here, so I won't. But we had a little moment.
Yeah.
Say F.
F.
You're welcome to if you want. It's all fine.
Yeah.
We went Mel's turn. Mel.
I think the easiest thing for me was actually just working with everyone. Like, I feel like everyone has just been so amazing, so easy to work with, so collaborative. Hardest part was everything else.
You've been doing so much work on music.
Yeah.
It's been incredible.
I look at the sound effects folder sometimes, and I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd done zero sound effect kind of work beforehand too. Like, I feel like I'm still kind of like learning, still trying to like figure out the volume balancing and Jess has been doing a lot of that on the fly in the game engine, which has been super helpful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been doing an amazing job. Like I said, just the sheer amount of sound effects you've had to handle and like process, and just whoa.
Yeah, no, some of them are really easy because like some of it I could just use existing samples, but like other ones, like having to like try to recreate the sounds from the games have been the most difficult. Like doing the fire gleam, doing the focus noise, doing all the weapon noises, like trying to make them at least like in the same feeling as the game has been a super interesting challenge.
I applaud all of the work that you have done, because you're posting so many reference clips and stuff, and then the sounds in game, amazing. Absolutely incredible, Mel.
Yeah, it's also been super interesting to play the game with the music off and the dialogue off and just experiencing the sound effects. Like you don't realize how many layers there are until you start like turning them off in game.
Oh, nerd.
Nerd, yeah.
No.
The hardest part for me was to come up with a way for everyone to understand the sprite system. You killed it. Like,
oh my gosh.
The little PowerPoint slides with Gildan, my heart.
With Gildan?
Yeah, we need to release that. Yeah,
yes,
there is.
Do. Yes, you do.
We're gonna be releasing that because it's like Nerd came up with like a tutorial for the team, like an internal tutorial for how to do it. And it's Gildan, and it is amazing. I think everyone needs to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, best boy Gildan. Yeah, shout out to Gildan. Hearts for Gildan in chat.
Yes, please, all of them.
He's not in the game. He was just the tester for how to figure out the paper doll sprites. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, but he's not in the game.
But he truly inspired us all and made this possible.
He's our mascot.
All the hearts. I love this.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, Nerd, you did a fantastic job. Like, I don't even know where our sprites would be without you in your tutorial.
Also, shout out to Nerd's video production and post-production skills.
Yes.
Like, oh
100%.
my, you guys, the trailer, Nerd did that.
So good.
Intro logo.
So good.
The credits.
The credits.
Yes.
Yeah, the credits are amazing. I can't wait. I know they're just credits, but like really watch them all because like they're really cute.
So good. Like I got really emotional watching the credits.
Yeah.
Like
I think my favorite Go ahead, Didi, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, Nerd's done a fantastic job of just like, not to spoil it, but there's like homages to Forbidden West in the credits themselves that like really made me emotional, and then Mel's like medley is just beautiful. So, and it just seeing how many people have worked and like how many people are in the credits multiple medley times. Yeah, and like how many people are in the credits multiple times because of all the hats they've worn in this project, especially if they're like someone who's like never done something like this before, and then all of a sudden they're just like in the credits. Like, how many times do I see Jess in the credits because of all the things he's done?
100%.
I stopped counting. But yeah, definitely watch them all the way through.
And even like
just for the eye candy, because they're just like fun to look at.
Yeah. And the baby animations that Nerd has done too, as both part of like the video production, but also for like the opening logo, when you guys see the cauldron heart of like the beating focus icon, that's our logo, plus the opening of the cauldron doors of Cauldron Heart, that animation is all Nerd. I just handed in my little clip art logo, and Nerd turned it into something absolutely stunning that like it gives me shivers every time I boot up the game to do QA. It makes it feel so real, and it would not feel the same if it wasn't for Nerd's hard work.
Nerd is the reason, like a huge part of the reason why this game looks so professional and why we've been able to release such professional quality work.
Yeah. Shout out
and
to Nerd.
Just the amount of consistency too. Like all the different art styles are super different, but all of the like underlying structure is consistent in a way that like is really fun to watch across the different paths.
Yeah, and that's another thing I wanted to bring up was that, we like, I was trying to figure out early on, like, we've got 7 different art styles here, like backgrounds, like what do I do? And I think I just decided on to doing like just, painted backgrounds, because I feel like they can work well, with any root. And I think it does look really good that way.
Yeah, and it also like makes it really versatile because there are a couple backgrounds that fit across different roots.
Yes.
Because they are like generic enough. So it looks great, I think.
Yeah.
Question from Jess
go ahead.
afterwards. Go ahead, Didi. I'm just going to copy this into... Yeah.
I was just saying, like, we also like worked from a color palette for our sprites. Like Jess and I can't remember who else it was. Was it Mel who found the color palette that was downloaded?
Mel
Jess
or
and Mel?
Meg?
It was
I
someone
found
else.
that.
Okay, yeah. So
I think I
it's
found
just
that on
like-
like Clip Studio Paint resources
Yeah.
somewhere.
So in order to make all of our sprites like cohesive with like Jess's backgrounds, we all worked from like the same color palette. I think it was Mags who like actually posted like this is what
Yes.
I did for Aloy. And honestly, even like outside of this project, I've still gone back to that color palette for like whenever I try to attempt to color Aloy outside of FOTH, just because it's so useful. And yeah.
Yeah, that's I've found the pinned message of that. That'll definitely go into like behind the scenes things on socials and stuff after release.
Corey, you said there was another question? Or that was it?
From Jaskran, where can you play Focus on the Heart? Is it just PC or console? Do you have to go to a website? We haven't really nailed out like the nitty gritty. We do have a website, focusontheheart.com, I believe it just is, right, Mel?
It'll be available on
Focus on the Heart
itch.io.
game.
Yeah.
And it'll be PC and Mac.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's our website. That Mel has done a wonderful job designing and everything.
Yeah, Twitch.
Darn it.
Oh no! Don't worry, I'll chuck them in.
Censored.
That's so funny.
Rip.
Is it?
Yeah, 'cause I forgot you can't post. I forgot you can't post links.
Yeah.
Focusontheheartgame.com is where I think. Are we gonna try and post like a link to itch.io on the website?
Oh yeah.
And then it'll be a zip file that you'll have to extract all assets and then run the program, which like will make up a cute little graphic or whatever with like instructions, like point and click instructions on how to unpack it if you've never done this sort of thing before. Yeah, it's available on PC and Mac.
I think we are caught up with all the questions unless we missed anybody. So
Last chance for questions.
Yeah.
Go.
Anybody,
Last
get
call
missed
for
by
questions. Do we have the trailer ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we were going to end on the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I know a lot of you have already seen it, but for those who haven't.
Yeah. Kirsty, was there anything that you wanted to chat about or add? Like, again, thank you so much for playing with us today and hosting us for this.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
No, honestly,
Anything you want to ask us?
Anything you want to ask, yeah.
I think all the questions were covered from everyone else. But yeah, no, like the love and
one more.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, it just came in. How
it's
long
fine.
is Focus on the Heart gameplay from start to finish from Jasper and Free?
At least a couple hours per route.
Yeah, I estimated if you do 100%, it's going to be over 20 hours of content. And that's getting each and every ending for every route. That is my estimate right now.
Yeah, it's huge. But yeah.
Yeah, anything else from you, Kirsty?
Yeah, no, just I can feel the love and passion from you guys, like just talking to you here and in chat as well, seeing everyone else that's worked on it. It's really wonderful. You guys have made something real great, and thank you for making me a small part of that by sharing it with everyone. It's been great. I can't wait till the 24th. It needs to hurry up. I'm not sure I can wait. I'm just going to keep replaying the prologue.
I am so glad my daughter's school picnic is that day, so I can just like, get it uploaded and like release and then run and then like not be like ride some roller coasters and try to distract myself.
The distraction will be welcome, because like
I'll
just be frozen, stuck to my phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at an amusement park, so I'm just like leaving the phone, turning it off, just not touching it, coming back later.
Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna be in a different time zone. I'm going on vacation. I'm leaving for vacation like in 4 days, and I'm gonna be in Japan, so I will be a day ahead. So that's fine. Cookie Quiche, I'm gonna pop out now, but thank you so much for the preview and the work that's been done. Labor of love. You guys pat yourselves in the back. You've done amazing. You've done amazing too, Cookie.
Yes,
you did the CGs for what?
Yes, that CG is incredible. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, do you know going to Comic-Con with a FOTH shirt casually promoting the game? Hell yeah, do you know?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right, if that's it,
So ready for the trailer?
Ready for the trailer, y'all? Get hyped about the trailer again?
Okay. See if we can go back normally again. Yeah, for those who haven't seen the trailer, you are in for a treat. The trailer's great. I have so many things to hide. Thank you all for hanging out as well. I don't normally stream on a Saturday, so I appreciate you guys being here to see this with me. There it is. Right, I'm gonna hide my face.
This is Little Robot, the highest.
I don't care about little robots. I don't care about little Go away, ads. You ruined the moment. Funny. But yeah, that was the trailer. That little music at the end of the trailer. I feel like I'm gonna cry on behalf of you guys just because seeing how passionate and everyone else feeling so excited, I feel so happy for you guys. Little robots like watchers and borrowers. Exactly. exactly. I guess it's kind of on theme. But yeah. How do we like that, chat? What do we think? Thoughts? I've been like scanning chat throughout, but we're in crunch time now. Not long. 2 weeks, did we say? Yeah, not next Friday, the Friday after. Oh, it was great. I honestly have no words really for it all. It's like I said earlier, it's blown every expectation I had completely out of the park, and yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into it and everyone else jumping into it. Again, thank you to the team of Focus on the Heart for letting me be a small part of this and streaming the preview for you guys. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, do make sure you go and check everyone out on socials. They're all tagged on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, so do make sure you go and show every single person involved some love, and beyond Focus on the Heart as well. But yes, you guys are most welcome. Honestly, it was an honor. Like I said, I was gonna ask out anyway to see if anything wanted to be done together, but you guys beat me to it, and I feel all nice. And yeah, no, it's been an honor, honestly. Such a gift for this fandom. Shh. I don't take compliments well. Shh. No, again, I appreciate you all. You've all worked incredibly hard, and it's so nice to see it come together like this with so many different artists and coders and audio and everything that goes into making a game. It's yeah, it's quite admirable. Yeah, I want to cry on your behalf. I'm feeling all like emotion, and I didn't even work on the game. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there. The VOD will be up on YouTube at some point, so I'll let you know when that's up, because I don't think we're sure what channel that's going up on yet. It will either be mine or the Focus on the Heart channel, which it should go on theirs anyway, to be honest. Is that everything? Yeah, thank you for not laughing at me reading. I appreciate it. But we are back on Wednesday. We are currently trying to 100% Forbidden West on PC. We are at like 50%. And next week we are doing the gauntlet runs that I was supposed to do yesterday. So if you're a fan of that particular quest for no reason in particular, you might want to stop by. But yeah, thank you again to the team at Focus on the Heart. You're amazing. I want to give you a hug. I'm very excited for release on PC and Mac, 24th of May, free to play. Can't get much better than that. But yeah, hopefully see you all back on Wednesday. Thank you for the follows and subs. I do normally read them each out, but there was a lot, and I'm overwhelmed. So thank you. But yeah, until next week, to see you again. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you all make it to the 24th, because it's going to be a long wait, but it'll be worth it. But until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next week. Goodbye!